Cup in 2018, but that is not going to be the case. And Samoa and Kenya, two semi-finalists at the Rugby World Cup in Dubai 2009, go head-to-head in the final pool match, with the winner only guaranteed of a place in the Cup quarter-finals. You can disregard the statistics because it's a winner-take-all here. Samoa, led by Afayono, Fauci Liva and Louis, have been recalled late in the season to the Sound setup, along with Ken PC, to boost the Islanders' prospects. Expect Walemai and Tom Yosefo to make appearances off the bench. Kenya racked up the points in the opening pool matches, and Mike Friday puts out what is his strongest squad for this all-important clash. Ayenge and Kayange have 3 tries each, and in Collins Injera and William Barker, they have 2 of the most deadly finishers in the game. So hang on to something solid, because this could be a rough ride, Bengalings.
It could. Both teams shown form. Kenya probably the most form to date, but Samoa have been going about their business, and as you said, this is a big clash. Winner takes all into a quarter-final.
It's not inconceivable that the runners-up also from this pool could progress to the Cup quarter-finals, but neither team will have thought of that situation, as both teams look to claim that centre spot. And the man who takes centre stage for this match is referee Marius van der Westhuizen from South Africa. A young up-and-coming referee, quickly and surely making his mark on the game. Rupena Lavasa, one of the strong men in this Samoan squad. He's been around for a few years. Another veteran of the Rugby World Cup campaign in Dubai. Samoa were defeated by Wales as they progressed to the Cup final before lifting the Melrose Cup, and Kenya denied. Kenya in the hunt immediately and snapped that ball up through Collins Injera, one of the top try scorers on the circuit, and certainly for Kenya, that's his brother Humphrey Kayenge. And that partnership has produced some exciting wins for Kenya in the past, as they come ever closer through William Barker, one of the newcomers in the Kenyan squad and a nominee for IRB Sevens Player of the Year.
That's an athletic start by Kenya right from the kick-off, and they've just kept ball. And it was this man, I think, that took the kick-off himself, Humphrey Kayenge, and it's now him going over for the first try for Kenya.
Humphrey Kayenge is so good in those situations. He spotted the gap and went for it. That's confidence for you. And some of the most loyal and fun-loving supporters on the circuit, the Kenyans, quickly taken there. Humphrey Kayenge in midfield, spotted the gap between 2 Samoan defenders and flew over the try line.
Certainly, when you look at the pace that's in this Kenyan side, they have that up on Samoa. But Samoa are big physical boys. They're going to want to get this kick-off and get themselves right back into the game now.
And Mike Friday will have his side, Kenya, fired up for this vital pool match, as Biko Adema sees his kick drift wide with the fired upright. Well, not so sure that he's got his kicking boots on today, but Kenya strike first, and through that man, Humphrey Kayenge.
Well, it's often Samoa that you see the restart kings, but Kenya's showing them how to do it there. Can they do it again?
Restarts. Look for the high hanging kick from Biko Adema. Not this time, it's straight downfield again. Kenya would get the advantage. They're causing Samoa some problems in that area. And this is a team that's not played together consistently or constantly on the circuit this season, the Samoans. They've recalled coach Stephen Betham and 1 or 2 players as well, like Alafoti Fawasi-Liva.
You know, they've all played before, and they've all played together before, but the key is a lot of them have been playing 15s, and it takes a little bit of time to switch between the two.
Yeah, quite right there, Ben. Some of these Samoans, they played in South Africa recently, and 3 or 4 of them had to be pulled aside to train specifically for this Sevens Rugby World Cup. So not the best of preparations for the Islanders, but here they come through Afa Ayono, the sprint from Fatoina Autangavaya, but good cover there by Collins Injera, brings the man down short of the try line, and Autangavaya may have been winded, out of breath perhaps, but he's been denied a score by some terrific defence here from Samoa, from Kenya rather.
It's the Samoans' ability to offload that always makes them a constant threat, and if it wasn't for the fact of Collins Injera and a great saving tackle here, it would have been 5 points to Samoa.
Kenya having weathered that early storm. Pulled out of the sky by Humphrey Kayenge, but he's been taken in the air. That's illegal. And look how keen Felix Ayenge is to get on with play. Kenya very fit. They spent a week or more at the British Army camp in Aldershot before travelling out here to Moscow. They've been finely tuned by Mike Friday and had a few hit-outs as well with the British Army and with the Welsh team as well, as they up their preparations for the Rugby World Cup here in Moscow.
Well, they've been a team that I think's impressed since the very start of this tournament. They've played 2 quality games and they're controlling this game at the moment too.
They certainly are. This is Andrew Omonde, the captain, the quietly spoken captain. Here he is, but he does his talking on the field. That's Andrew Omonde from the Kenya Commercial Bank Club. Humphrey Kayenge. I've said it before and I'll say it again, that Kenya has certainly missed his skills as he pursues his academic qualifications these days. And at Bristol University, good play there by Oscar Uma to keep the ball alive. Sometimes, well, you have to retreat and recover before getting forward traction. Now then, keep an eye on this man, William Mbaka, one man to beat. And Mbaka for the try line into the 22. Can he get there? Reaches out. Yes, he's there. Another classic run from William Mbaka. A lung-busting effort on that occasion, but what a try.
Yeah, the Kenyans showing how good their ball skills are and the ability to keep the ball alive under pressure, taking some big hits off the Samoans, but they can't stop the ball. They keep the flow of the ball and find William Mbaka in plenty of space. This is a great attempted tackle here, but he's too big, too strong and too close to the try line.
Well, it was a stroke of genius from Mike Friday when William Mbaka arrived on the scene. He was a loose forward, but Friday saw the potential of a wing three-quarter in Big Willie, and boy has he repaid Mike Friday's confidence in him. Wide out on the far right, Biko Adima, another veteran of the 2009 campaign. Can they go further this year? I wonder. What a marvellous kick that is. Terrific kick from Biko Adima. He seems to miss the simple ones, but boy, can he kick them from long range. 12-0 then. Samoa, Kenya in the lead as we approach the break. The klaxons are blaring, and the Kenyan players will be only too aware of the support that they have, not only here but at home as well. And to remind you again, send in those tweets. And the Kenyans from Mombasa to Nairobi, as I say, are very active in their tweeting. So Samoa trail by 12 right at the stroke of half-time here in the Pool C, what is in effect a winner-take-all. There goes the hooter, and look at Kenya once again crowding the tackle area. Humphrey Kayenge, Collins Injera as well, the two brothers in concert, almost a telepathic understanding between the two brothers. Samoa, a chance before the break perhaps for Afa Ayono, the captain, almost up to the Kenyan 22, but look again at the sterling defensive effort from the African nation. They have possession, anywhere downfield will do. And the Kenyans will be quite happy to see that one drift over the sidelines. Perhaps they should have made safer, but sure rather, of the kick as Autangavaya starts the counter on halfway. The ball is out into touch as Marius van der Westers and calls a halt to proceedings, and Kenya looking good for their 12-point advantage. Bengallings at the break.
Yeah, absolutely. Solid there by Kenya. Samoa a bit disappointed towards the end there. I thought there was an opportunity when that kick went to actually open up in an open field, but not to be. But don't take anything away from Kenya. Kenya have been phenomenal in both defence and attack so far in this game.
But Samoa have the capability to strike back in the second half. They can overturn that 12-point deficit, that's for sure.
Tackler, keep working through that tackle area. All right? This is going to hurt. The little voice is talking. Send him home. Send him home. Right? If we have the ball, we move to the outside channels, win the breakdown, and then you'll run the legs out of them. All right? Are we ready? Are we ready? Come on then.
It's going out.
I tell you what, Mike Friday should be a piano tuner. He's got them on the tips of their toes, hasn't he?
So he's referring to that little devil on the shoulder right now. Then a game like this can be saying, oh, you're tired, you know, just switch off for a second. And it's, you know, it's so crucial. You've got to be able to defeat that little guy and say, no, get off my back. I'm going to make that extra run. I'm going to make that extra yard, because it's so critical at this stage in the tournament in these games.
And that little mantra would be playing on the minds of the Kenyans as they approach the second half. Samoa.
Thank you.
So Lolo Louis. I think I mentioned his name in the opening 7 minutes, and such an influential player over the years, Lolo Louis.
He is. He's been quality for Samoa, and he's got a cracking kicking game on him, and he usually puts these on the money, these kickoffs.
Well, over 1,000 points, 1066 in fact, on the IRB World Sems circuit over the years. Kenya have possession early on here. It's Oscar Uma sprinting, darting down the left wing, cutting back inside. The support arrives in the form of Colin Injera, but this time he goes off his feet.
It's very good defence from the Samoans there to stop what would have been a try-scoring pass opportunity, but unfortunately they're just not getting it together in their attack at the moment. There's some confusion.
And that may be partly because of the fact that they haven't played together as a squad in competition, because 2 or 3 players have been recalled to this Samoan setup. And Stephen Betham himself, the coach who took Samoa to the IRB World Series Championship in 2009, 2010, now a 15s coach, has also been recalled. Kenya looking good, looking sharp. Well, not so sharp that time, perhaps. Alafoti Fawasiliva battling downfield. He's scored some marvellous tries for Samoa, in particular to win the Las Vegas Sems last season, I think it was. An injection of pace perhaps from Ken PC.
Silly there by Kenya. The last thing they want to do is lose their discipline and let Samoa right back into this game.
Ayono taken there by Biko Adima Louis. Out to Liololo. Alafoti Fasiliva to use his weight and power, but it won't be him that'll cross. It's Liololo who gets the first score for Samoa, and the comeback is on.
Yeah, we said that they were stuttery before, but they got it together there, and it shows when they do get it together how destructive they can be. And when you've got a man like Alafoti Falasilva out on the wing, he's just so hard to stop, and he's always getting an offload, and they run so well off him, and it's a go-to for the Samoans in scoring tries.
Conversion is good, and Samoa are back within 1 score. Samoa 7, Kenya 12. So that little voice, that little devil, is probably shouting loudly in the ears of the Kenyan players at the moment.
The key is for them not to panic, just to keep the momentum from the first half. Don't give silly penalties away and keep hold of the ball.
That's a good take in the air. See Humphrey Kayenge coming off, and Oscar Uma does what he does best once again. Lovely work here, and Kenya, and away are they. Oh, the pass, a little laboured perhaps, under pressure, and Samoa bring it away through Tom Yosefo, the speedster, almost up to halfway, and Kenya in defence, a little at 6s and 7s here, but so Samoa, as the ball just flies into the in-goal area.
A bit disappointing that last page from Samoa, because they've got the ball back after Kenya putting themselves in a good position. If that ball had gone to hand, they had acres of space and numbers out here on the right. With a, these opportunities don't come often. You've got to make the most of every one of them.
So they're having a single. Getting 10. He's a guy that can open up a game with his darting runs. A lot of talking, and I think Kenya may want to make a further substitution here. It's Michael Wanjala who comes on wearing 9. The clock is stopped. There he is, young Michael Wanjala, 23-year-old Strathmore University student. He's replaced Felix Ayenge. Tangavaya, strong man. He's taken over where Simaika Mikaele left off. Samoa come again. Just under 3 minutes. They trail by 5. The ball goes to hand this time, but straight out on the full from Tom Yosefo. And Kenya won't mind that.
No, once you got possession, we just said you've got to keep hold of the possession, and that's silly really. The kick wasn't the opportunity, there wasn't on. Keep ball in hand. They'd have kept that in hand, set up a ruck. They'll have guys on their feet out wide coming back the other way.
Number 7. Who's number 7?
This time it's Samoa substituting Lololui. And on comes Ualemai, the little general over the years for Samoa. No one has played more tournaments on the IAB circuit than this man. Ualemai, the lovely pass out to Leololo. Can he get this? He can! And Leololo's try brings Samoa back on terms. And the conversion to come to give Samoa the lead for the very first time.
Well, Kenya can't throw double tops in the line-outs. It goes over. It's such a ball that's so useful to the opposition, and you see Samoa here setting the ruck, and then the magician Uali Mai, always keen to spot a gap, sees it here and puts his teammate in for the try.
And it'll be Uali Mai himself with the conversion attempt. Will the wind carry it through the post? I'm just looking at the kick, and here is what happened. Uali Mai just saw his kick drift wide, but it's tied up at 12 points all. So Samoa have recovered well, trailed by 12 at the break, but they're right back in the hunt. And it went to extra time, I seem to recall, in the quarterfinals in Dubai 4 years ago, when Samoa defeated England. Kenya need to hold on to possession. That's Lavina Sego on his own 10-metre line. Dug out there for Patrice Agunda. Oh, lovely hands from the captain Amonde to Michael Wanjala. The scrum half into midfield. This looks ominous for Samoa. They need to keep their defences intact here. They have to stop William Barker. The ball coughed up, but referee Van der Westhuizen is allowing advantage to Kenya as Lavina Sengo comes again. Agunda round the ankles. That's Amonde, the captain, takes it into contact, sucks in 3 Samoan defenders. Now then, there should be room somewhere for Michael Wanjala. Sprints over into the corner. And that should mean that Mike Friday's Kenya are our first Cup quarter-finalist in the Rugby World Cup in 2013. And they're already celebrating on the field and off the field as well. Kenya have recovered to reclaim the lead, which should take them to the Cup quarter-finals.
Well, good passage of play again there, Win. They're just the way they've kept the ball. Big hits coming in from Samoa, but they managed to recycle it, and it's good vision on the blind there. Saw there was no defenders, and it's a little scoot in for the try, and a crucial one at that.
Well, we've seen Zimbabwe celebrate the odd try, but that was a vital score from Michael Wanjala. The conversion is missed. And there we have it. At full time, the Kenyans are congratulating each other. And Kenya are through to the Cup quarter-finals. Samoa will have to wait and hope that other results go their way. But for now, it's Samoa 12, Kenya 17.